Today we will see how to find out resultant of a coplanar concurrent force system. Example 1. Determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant force for a given force system. Here, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin, and four forces are given: 180 Newton, 300 Newton, 120 Newton, and 100 Newton. Their angles with the reference axis, those are also given. We want to find out the resultant of these four forces. Since all the forces are acting in different directions, first we have to resolve these forces into the universal horizontal and vertical directions. Thereafter, we will add them algebraically to arrive at net horizontal force and net vertical force. Now let us observe the forces. This 180 Newton is shown in the first quadrant. Its arrowhead indicates it is going away from the point of concurrence. That means it is shown in its correct quadrant. Alright, here force is said to be acting up to the right. Hence, 180 Newton force will have y component upward and x component rightward. Observe second force. This is 300 Newton, which is having arrowhead going away from origin. Hence, this can be said to be placed in its correct quadrant. This is positive y, this is going to be negative x. So, this is the second quadrant. This force is said to be acting up to the left. Hence, its x component will be leftward, that is negative, and y component will be positive, which will be upward. For 120 Newton force, the direction is said to be down to the left. Hence, its y component will be down and x component will be left. 100 Newton will be said to be acting down to the right. Hence, y component will be downward and x component will be rightward. According to the direction of these components, signs are given to the magnitudes. Let us show these details in the form of a table. This is a table which consists of force in Newton, direction of the force, angle with axis, value of its x component and value of its y component. Let us begin with 180 Newton. So 180 Newton is the force. Direction of the force. This direction is said to be up to the right. Hence we will write up to the right. Thereafter, with which axis this force is making angle? 180 Newton is making 60-degree angle with x-axis. Hence, here we will write 60-degree with x-axis. So, what will be its x component? Since 180 Newton is making 60-degree angle with x-axis, its horizontal or x component is going to be cosine component, which will be equal to 180 cos 60. Here, the force is acting up to the right. Right means it will be horizontally rightward in positive x direction. Hence, 180 cos 60, this component will be a positive component. As far as y component is concerned, y component of this force is upward, which will be 180 sin 60. Hence, it is going to be positive 180 sin 60. So, these are the details related to first force 180 Newton. Similarly, we will write down details for second force 300 Newton. This is 300 Newton force. Its direction is up to the left. How much angle this force is making? This force is making 30-degree angle with x-axis. Okay, so here 30-degree with x-axis. As we have mentioned, the force 300 Newton is acting up to the left. Its x component will be leftward, that is negative, and y component will be positive because it is upward. And as the angle is with x-axis, its x component will be cosine component and y component will be a sine component. So here x component will be written as 300 cos 30 with negative sign and y component will be 300 sine 30 with positive sign. Similarly, we will write down details for 120 Newton and 100 Newton. Thus, we can see 120 Newton, the third force, it is acting down to the left. Its angle with x-axis is 45 degree. Hence, its x component will be cosine component and y component will be sine component. Since it is acting down to the left, its x component will be negative and y component will also be negative. 100 Newton is acting down to the right. Its angle with x-axis is 45 degree. So it will be having cosine component as x component and sine would be its y component. Understanding the direction, since y component is downward, it will be negative and x component is rightward, it is going to be positive. This way we have obtained all x components and y components of all these four forces. Our next step is to combine the forces. So we can add x components of forces algebraically to arrive at a net unbalanced horizontal force, and we can add y components of the forces to get unbalanced force in y direction. Let us write down the equation for addition of forces. Thus, net horizontal force in this system is sigma fx, that is equal to positive 180 cos 60, negative 300 cos 30, negative 120 cos 45 and positive 100 cos 45. This will give us net horizontal force sigma fx. Sigma fx comes out to be minus 184 Newton. This minus sign indicates the force is going to be leftward. In the same way, we will find out net vertical force. Thus, net vertical force summation Fy is equal to positive 180 sin 60, positive 300 sin 30, negative 120 sin 45, negative 100 sin 45. After solving this algebraic addition, we will get summation Fy positive 150.32 Newton. This plus sign of net force indicates the force is going to be upward. In this way, we have obtained summation Fx and summation Fy. Now we will find out resultant force. To determine resultant force, we have to draw a force triangle. Force triangle for sigma Fx and sigma Fy. Sigma Fx is 184 with negative sign. That means if we first plot this negative force, it will start from this point and it will go leftward. So this would be written as sigma Fx. Thereafter, as per triangle law, we have to draw second force taken in order. So wherever this sigma Fx has ended, from there we have to start drawing this sigma Fy. Sigma Fy is positive 150.32. Hence, it has been drawn vertically upward. So this is sigma Fy. So it has formed these two sides which are mutually perpendicular. The third side would represent the resultant of these two forces but taken in opposite order. Hence, we have drawn this force, which we call it as resultant, from the first point of this figure up to the last point. This is called as taken in opposite order. Angle made by the resultant with this horizontal will be termed as theta. Now using Pythagoras theorem, we can find out the resultant. Hence, resultant force R is equal to under root of sigma Fx square plus sigma Fy square. This sigma Fx square plus sigma Fy square. How much is sigma Fx? It is minus 184 square plus sigma Fy is 150.32 square. Solving this, we will get resultant force R, which comes out to be 237.56 Newton. This is the resultant force. Using the same force triangle, we can find out theta, that is the direction of resultant force or angle made by the resultant force. Here, tan theta is equal to summation Fy divided by summation Fx, which is equal to summation Fy is 150.32 and summation Fx is 184. Solving this, we will be getting theta. So theta comes out to be 39.25 degrees. Thus at the end, we can mention that resultant of 237.56 Newton is acting at 39.25 degree inclination with horizontal. In which direction? This direction is up to the left. Okay, so in the summary we will mention this sentence. Thus in the summary it is mentioned that the resultant force of 237.56 Newton is acting up to the left at 39.25 degree with horizontal at point O. So here, to explain a force, we need to mention magnitude, its direction, that is up to the left 39.25 degree inclination, and its point of application, that is point O. This can be shown in the form of diagram. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin, and this is going to be the resultant force. This will be its theta. This finishes our solution. Thank you. Example 2. Determine the resultant of the given force system. Here in this force system, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. First force is 300 Newton, which is going rightward. Second force is 400 Newton, which is acting up to the right at 30 degree with horizontal. Third force is 600 Newton, which is acting down to the right with 50 degree angle with horizontal. Next force is 1200 Newton force, which is going down to the left, making 65 degree angle with horizontal. And the last force is vertical force, which is 800 Newton going upward. Here we can see this 300 Newton is going rightward. That means it is a horizontal force. So any horizontal force will only have x component, its y component will be 0. Second force is 400 Newton. As per its arrowhead, the force is going up to the right, hence its y component will be upward, positive, and x component will be rightward, which will also be positive. This force 600 Newton is given in second quadrant, but its arrowhead is going down to the right. Hence, its y component will be downward and x component will be rightward, although it is shown in the second quadrant. 1200 Newton force is having this direction, which indicates its y component will be downward and x component will be leftward. The last force is 800 Newton, which is going upward along y direction. Hence, it won't have x component, that is its x component will be 0 and its y component will be positive 800 Newton itself. Let us show all these components in the form of a diagram. Thus here, this is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is origin. We will start with 300 Newton force. It is already a horizontal force which is rightward, so we can show it like this. So this is 300 Newton force. Thereafter, we have 400 Newton force which is going up to the right. So its x component will be rightward component. Let us show that x component in this way. This is 400 cos 30. As angle made by 400 Newton is with x-axis, its x component is going to be cos component. So 400 cos 30. Its y component will be upward, which will be shown like this. So this is its y component, which will be 400 sin 30. Second force is 600 Newton. As per the direction of this force, it is going down to the right. Hence, its x component will be shown rightward and y component will be shown downward. So this is going to be its x component and y component will be like this, which will be downward. Angle made by 600 Newton is 50 degree with x-axis. Hence, its x component will be 600 cos 50 and y component will be 600 sin 50. Thereafter, we have 1200 Newton force which is going down to the left. So its x component will be leftward and y component will be downward. It will be shown in this way. So this is 1200 cos 65 which is leftward and this is the downward y component which will be 1200 sin 65. Okay, thereafter we have 800 Newton force which is going upward like this. So this is 800 Newton force. From this diagram we can understand all the x components are shown with blue color and all y components are shown with red color. Since 300 Newton doesn't have y component, it has been shown on x-axis. 800 Newton won't have any x component, hence it has been shown only on y-axis. Now depending upon the directions and as per our sign convention, we will add these components in their respective directions. So this diagram is showing resolved forces. Okay, although the forces are shown little bit away from the origin, like these two components are shown here, these two components are shown here, these two components are shown to be acting through this point, but this is just an indication. Actually, all these components will pass through the origin. Okay, now we will go for algebraic addition of components. Net force acting in x direction. So what is the magnitude and direction of unbalanced force that will be acting in x direction? That we are going to find out. Here sigma fx. Sign convention, rightward force is taken positive, which is equal to positive 300, positive 400 cos 30, positive 600 cos 50 because its arrowhead is rightward, and negative 1200 cos 65 because arrowhead is leftward. Thus, adding these quantities algebraically, we will be getting value of sigma fx. Thus, sigma fx comes out to be positive 525 Newton. This positive sign indicates that this unbalanced force in the system will be acting rightward because rightward force is taken positive. Now we will find out net force acting in y direction, that is unbalanced force produced due to addition, algebraic addition of all y components, that we are going to find out. So which sign convention we are following? We are following vertically upward force positive. Hence, algebraic sum of y components of forces is equal to 300 Newton is a horizontal force, hence its y component is 0. 400, it was up to the right, so its y component is upward, positive 400 sine 30. So positive 400 sine 30. Next force is 600 Newton, whose y component is acting downward, so it is going to be negative 600 sine 50. Thereafter we have 1200 Newton force, whose y component is also downward, hence it is negative 1200 sine 65. Summation Fy is equal to 400 sine 30 positive minus 600 sine 50 minus 1200 sine 65, and the last force is 800 Newton, which is acting upward, hence positive 800. Solving this, we will get value of summation Fy. Summation Fy comes out to be 547.2 Newton, but with negative sign. This negative sign indicates the net unbalanced force of the system will be downward. After this, we will find out the resultant force. To find out resultant force, we have to draw a force triangle. Thus here, this is the net unbalanced force in x direction, which is positive 525 Newton. So this is 525 Newton going rightward. As per triangle law, second force should be taken in order. Hence, second force, which is summation Fy, is minus 547.2 Newton. So it is going downward, and hence it has been started from this arrowhead and it will go downward, whose magnitude is 547 0.2 Newton. From this, we will be getting resultant of these two forces, which is drawn in opposite order. Hence, the force will start from this point and it will end at this point. This force will have arrowhead in this manner. This is called as R, and angle made by the resultant with horizontal will be called as theta. So our objective is to find out R and theta. Since R is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle, using Pythagoras theorem we can find out R, and using tangent formula we can find out theta. Thus R is equal to under root square of 525 plus square of 547.2. Thus find out R. R comes out to be 758.28 Newton. Now we want to find out theta, hence tan theta is equal to, this is theta, so tan theta will be equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is 547.2 and adjacent is 525. Solving this, we will be getting value of theta. Theta comes out to be 46.2 degrees. Thus, we can say resultant of magnitude 758.28 Newton is acting at origin with inclination 46.2 degree. In which quadrant it will act? Since its x component is positive and y component is negative, resultant has direction of down to the right. So this resultant will be acting down to the right in fourth quadrant. Let us write down the summary. Thus, the solution can be summarized as resultant force of 758.28 Newton is acting down to the right at 46.2 degree with the horizontal, which can be shown in this diagram in this way. All these are given forces and this is the resultant force R, which is shown acting down to the right, making theta degree angle with the horizontal. This finishes our solution. Thank you.